Eternal Evolution. Play now for free.
Hey y'all, what's up? This is Monsi, and I'm coming at you with another Eternal Evolution video. In this video, we're going to talk about the assassins because they are the meta as of today in the state of the game as it is currently in. They are meta, and we'll go over the details as to why they're meta. So we'll dive right into it, and we'll go look at Dom's gear. Now my Dom is Immortal +4, Hyper 120. So I'm close to maxing him. I've got his gear. I'm working towards Immortal 2 in his gear, completing that. And with the Immortal gear, you're going to want to focus your set on the bottom of the gears because we get percentage as opposed to the top. We get flat stat as you see there. At Immortal 2, 50% increase in attack percent. That's fairly high. An extra 25 from the helmet, 25 HP on the helmet, and I believe you get 20% of HP from the boots. Now, I like to run my Dom as close as I can to 90 because of Rickard's sword still, and we'll go over that in a second. His crit damage at 66, that's pretty decent. So my Dom, he hits pretty good. And I'm running Marauder with a Sun Signet, exclusive level 30. He is worth it. If you want to build up your sync comp, you have to EX30 Dom. My talents, do them all. Don't mess around. Just do them all. So we'll go look at my boy Ricky over here. He is hyper level 120 +3 immortal. And let's take a look at his gear. Now I know I said ideally you want the bottom pieces, but in this particular case, I could not do that. If you look at his crit damage, it's fairly high, 162.2%. And what it is on my chest piece, I have a +3 crit damage, and my helmet, I have a +3 crit damage roll. And ideally you want those reversed, but the probability of me getting that is fairly low. I'm going to need the blessing of RNGesus to make that happen. But we are running crit damage gloves. Everything about Rickard is crit damage. Crit damage +2, crit damage +3, +1. I could use a little bit better roll on that. There's room to grow. So +2 crit damage on the crit damage gloves. This is a very decent set of gloves. Sadly, I don't have any other goods. The attack speed is nice. The defense is useless, and the accuracy, but I'm going to take what I can get. Once again, the +3 on the helmet, +2 on the boots. I get that 162%, and his crit rate is low because he gets half crit rate from the other two assassins. If we look at his sword soul, it says on the talent effect, Rickard gains 1/2 of the crit rate of allies with each sword still. So you got Dom at 100. The other assassin, they're pretty high because their crit damage is high, plus the commander roll. So let's just say he's pulling 50 from each. Elit's lowball at 45 from each. He's getting 90 crit rate from them, plus his 23%. That's well over 100. So don't worry about building crit rate on Rickard. He does not need it. He's getting plenty from the other guys. Exclusive level 30. Highly recommended, especially if you're trying to build a decent sim comp. You're going to want exclusive level 30 Rickard. Talents, once again, just do them all. Let's take a look at Bailey. Bailey Hudson. I have him at Immortal 0, not hyper evolved, because I haven't invested too much into him. I may in the future, we'll see. We all thought Helen was going to replace him, but she didn't. So we'll see how things play out. As far as equipment, you don't need more than 75% crit rate on Bailey. And I wish I could get this crit damage a little higher, but I'm still trying to get better pieces. I still need a Marauder helmet because, you know, it's ideal to get the bottom 3 pieces. He is at exclusive level 20. I don't really recommend it unless you have the red runes to spare. You see, I can do it right now. I just would prefer to wait for the new hero. Honestly, I don't see too much of value, but in EX30 in him, but we'll see how things play out. Talents, do them all. Don't mess around. So we'll take a look at Helen. She is the Hellerina assassin that just came out. And she's at +1 immortal. Hyper Evolve 55. We can make that 60 real quick. So she has fairly high crit rate, almost 90%. I wish I can get the crit damage a little bit higher. Once again, all these are a work in progress. So she is the next set I'm looking to take to immortal once I can get the tokens to. And she's running crit rate, attack, and attack. And these aren't the best rolls. This is just like my 3rd or 4th best assassin gear set. So that's what she has. Now she is exclusive level 30. As you can see, Twilight Mirror's enhancement in Hell Arena. All her attacks execute enemies with less than 10% health. Ignore invincibility and immune to death effects. That can be huge. So in Hell Arena, she claps. So I'm a Sin guy, so I went all for her. That's up to you. Lots of people have varied opinions on Helen, but for me, I don't regret it. I believe in her, and that's that, you know. So we got talents. Once again, just do them all. Don't mess around. And I do have a low-level Caraxia, 2 copies of him. This is not my best gear set. It's decent. Again, I like to get my Assassin's crit rate to 90. Well, for Dom, Helen, and Caraxia, I wish her crit damage was a little higher, but once again, this is all work in progress. Hopefully we'll get some better pieces one day. Crit rate, attack, just semi-decent rolls. She is exclusive level 10. I believe I need 1 more copy to get to 20. This character is extremely hard to get. Astro tickets are very hard to come by, and we're still waiting for the devs to implement easier, more free-to-play acquisition method for the Astrials. Her talents, I got everything done that I can. You see she is low level, but she's a big art project, so I'm not gonna fuss too much about this. Now, let's take a look at the commander. You're always going to be running Gabal. This one I have a +2 Dom, +2 Rickert ultimate. And you can see from my substats, I got a nice +7% crit rate to all assassins. A +10 crit damage to all assassins. And in the middle, I have an additional +7% crit damage. And the back is a +10% attack. Now, this is a pretty decent roll. I got options. I can move my team around here and there. So, the main thing I would say depends on your game mode, but you're usually going to want that Dom. I would like to re-roll this, hopefully get a Caraxia or a Helen, ideally both. But yeah, let's go take a look at the Protos. I was lucky enough to pull the Eye of Annihilation last week, and this replaced the Chaos Chip, which Chaos Chip was a +40% attack, but they had to be shielded. This one, they just have to do 4 basic attack crits, teleports, or charges, and they will gain that additional attack percentage with the crit damage percentage. So this prototype is huge. You're gonna want to get this, and you're gonna want to max it as soon as you can. I'm still working on that. Mine's +3, as you can see. We'll move to their defensive prototype, the Phantom Cloak, and mine's almost maxed. I got +4, and you can see the damage reduced by 80%, gradually dies down to 15% over 25 seconds. But after 25 seconds, the assassins recover health equal to 1,400% of their own attack. That's pretty huge. This is another one of the reasons why they are so meta and why it takes so much to bring them down. Now, for the Enlightenment prototype, I'm running the Revitalization Crystal. It's pretty low level, only +2. So I'm working on that. And this one's nice because it also it reduces the cooldown of the normal skills by 30%, increases the healing by 9, and it converts the excess healing, if they're already at max HP, into a shield, which is yet another reason what makes them so thick, so strong, so meta. Next, we'll check out the guild tech. This is also plays a huge part into the assassins. So you can see I've got the attack maxed, extra 62% attack. That's huge. The crit damage, extra 62% attack, crit damage, excuse me, that's huge. And I did this for PvP. I got a 62% increase in crit damage reduction. So as far as the guild tech, for now, I'm done. I'm gonna develop other teams' guild tech, so we'll see what happens. Now, let's go through where the Sins excel at. Of course, Terradome. They crushed Terradome. I farmed 10 chances of Terradome every day to try to get these, which are universal crystal shards. 60 fragments will give you 1 full universal crystal, which you can upgrade any of your prototypes 1 level. So that plays a huge part into game progression. Also, where they excel at, and even in places they're not supposed to, the Thundercliff. This is a Vanguard level, and you can see my clear time of 41 seconds. Yeah, I beat it with the Sins. The Battle of Azor, that's a tank level. Like, it's not open today, but I beat it with the Sins. I have Sins and I have Panda tanking for me. Now, the Roulette Truth is a Sin level. I believe it's Summoners and Sins for the first level. Is Summons and then Sins for the second. Crimson Rot, I believe it's... Yep, the first level is Sin. So they play a part here. For the Mirage Space, I think that's Energy and Summons, I believe. Not too sure. So there you go. Here's Thundercliff, Battle of Azora, Roulette of Truth, Crimson Rot. That's 4 out of 6 dungeons that they excel in, that they're not even supposed to. Another one is Crimson Abyss. You can see my best clear time, 46 seconds. This is my comp. Yep. Sins. Sins again. Sins for the win. So that is supposed to be a summoner level, but hey, Sins came and showed them summoners how to do it. As far as that goes, this Twilight, I beat multiple levels with just the Sins only, and I'll get you guys that footage one of these days. So yeah, that's probably it for the sins. Oh, let me show you the cherry on top. This is, you've seen the sins, you've seen the levels they can excel at, and this is one of the main reasons that broke the sins. Now, Fiona is the latest support hero that just came out, and she buffs the vanguards and the assassins. She has this petal shroud, which gives invincibility and damage reduction, and her exclusive level 30, the petal shroud enhancement, they will get 2 invincibilities, and that 2 invincibilities just breaks the sins. They are so OP with Fiona. Fifi she's queen right now in my eyes. Yeah, she is exclusive level 30. You see, we got a lot of exclusive level 30s, and that's kind of what it takes to build a decent Sin comp. Her equipment, I have her almost at 300% accuracy, so she can proc her Fairy's Touch. It's a cooldown that gives to the highest attack, which is always Dom, because I have my Dom with the highest attack. And this reduces the cooldown by 7 seconds 100% of the time. So she's always cooling him down. Her equipment, we got HP, accuracy, HP, 4 sets of Hawkeye with the Radiant set, bigger set. Talents, do them all the time. Get the talents done. So that's my Sin setup. Hope this helped you guys. If you guys choose to decide to develop your Sin team, maybe give you a little bit of direction. I hope to bring you guys content that will help you with your game progression. Some of the things that I've learned. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Eternal Evolution. Play now for free.